Speaking of the webmaster's burden, I would like to point out that LowTax's mother has died. LowTax died a while ago. LowTax's mother died very recently. And oh my god, I just realized my chat is not on my screen. How did this happen? Why did nobody tell me? I was watching the chat on my screen and I didn't even notice. Interact. Live chat. Oh, you did, huh? I don't believe you. Oh, I didn't even do the bottom either. What a mess. Set name. Today is March 18th. Perfect. So, as I said, LowTax's mother died, which is sad, I guess. A lot of people don't like her because she was basically LowTax's enabler. When he got into trouble, she paid and bailed him out and stuff. And it's I don't know. It's not. Apparently, she was mean to like the women that were suing him, and he was very much like a mama's boy, and she enabled him. So a lot of people aren't particularly sad that she's dead, but I think she probably died just because LowTax is dead. Like LowTax is dead, he killed himself. So now what does she have to do to mind things anymore? Not really anything. Though the fact that she's dead and this recent March filing on the ongoing case between him and baby mama Ashley Martin says satisfaction of judgment filed. So I think it's over. I think the case, the custody case, the child support, he's dead and his mom's dead. So I guess she just inherits their money and there's no more child support case. I think it's done. I think the LowTax stuff is completely done, which means I can now commit in the near-ish future to doing a person stream on LowTax, which will be difficult because there's a lot of history for LowTax that I was not around for, and I might have to limit the scope on the LowTax stream to just things that are kind of relevant to me with a brief overview of what's before. I don't know how else I would be able to do that because his history goes back to like 1999. It would be very difficult. Like Something Awful predates 4chan. It was an inspiration for 4chan in some ways, and a lot of other stuff. It would be really, really difficult in one take on a live stream to sort of capture Something Awful. So I might just have to do like a light touch and focus on mostly on stuff that I was there for, because I took an interest to LowTax because I saw him as like a warning of what not to do in a lot of ways. I think that the biggest thing that he sort of indicated to me is that if you are a web admin and you become disinterested in your own site, it's going to turn to shit. I think I have my accounts right here. I can check. I have 26,000 posts. Going on 27,000. Can I check the member list? Most messages. Painting a tree, that is Christian Weston Chandler's account, and for whatever reason, Chompy Rex, one of our old mods, years ago, gave him 1 billion posts. So he's always been the most active user on the site for quite a while, despite the fact he only has one post. But then I'm up there. I'm surprised those other people have more posts than I do. But yeah, so I've always been one of the most active members on the site. And I think that if I stopped being one of the most active members on the site, it would probably fall apart pretty fast. What do I know? I don't know. I've disappeared for a while. I've taken weeks off at a time before, and it didn't really fall apart. It's mostly like the technical side, but then again, that's what he did, right? He never knew the technical side of Something Awful. So he had people do that, and he had people do that for free, and he was involved in precisely zero moderation decisions. So he hired like people and he basically like in a CK3 way, he gave out like titles to land to to his moderators. He said to this mod, like, okay, you get the title for the for this board, and you basically can do anything you want to this board as long as you are my vassal and in your decision making skills. And he did that with everybody, and they became very autonomous in how they ran the site. And over time, when he came back in and was like, hey, wait a minute, things are really shit now, I'm going to demod some people, they all like threw a rebellion. He tried to revoke the title of one of his vassals, and then he had a rebellion of tyranny at hand, and they were trying to overthrow him. So he just gave them what they wanted, and they fucked off, and then he went quiet again. Very very futile how that worked out. But yeah, I mean, he basically lost control of his site, and when he stepped out, very little changed in terms of how something awful ran. Just something like that wasn't my interest. Was mostly that. It was like how he had such a strange relationship with his forum, and additionally, he's one of the only forum owners in like the world at this point. Like in terms of like large websites, there's not really a whole lot of forums out there anymore. There's a lot of little little communities, but a lot of them have been destroyed by like Discord and mostly Discord, but they've eroded over time in number.